You've landed into another edition of Marilyn and Company. Our location today is the beautiful Grindstone Cowboy restaurant. It's quaint, it's cute, it's in Eagleville, Tennessee. It's all owned by the Campbell family. We do have Craig Campbell with us. He is a country music star, superstar. It is Craig Campbell. Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine.
Oh my goodness, yes. This is quaint, it is cute. It's different.
It is. It's unique. Me and my wife had this dream, and if you could, before we ever even broke ground, if you could have like just opened her brain up and said, "What's this going to be?
Yeah.
What's it going to look like?"
Yeah.
This is exactly.
This is it. Yeah.
She nailed it.
Yeah.
And we thought at the end of the day there was a few things we could control, and the vibe and the aesthetics and just the way it looks.
Yeah.
We knew we could do that, and.
Right.
I felt like we did a good job.
Oh, you did an excellent job.
Yeah.
Very good. Good job on
Thank you.
this. So putting this together, with what in mind did you have that you wanted to maybe pattern after?
So I travel a lot with what I do for a living,
Yep.
with music, and I've always noticed that coffee shops were specifically the big guys were always just the line out the door, and I was like, what's going on? So I did some research. Coffee is one of the biggest. Matter of fact, might be the fastest growing business in the United States. It's like 3.5–4% a year.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe we could open a coffee shop, and so I just started thinking about competition, location, all that stuff. What are the reasons we would not succeed?
Right.
How do I make sure that doesn't happen? How do we get rid of all that? And I felt like I checked all those boxes, and I already had the name. I had Grindstone Cowboy trademarked. Because I always thought that was a great name for a coffee shop, and it just all came together.
Right. Now let's talk about the name. Okay, your last name Campbell, of course, the legendary Glenn Campbell. His biggest song, or one of the biggest songs with Glenn, he had many, but Rhinestone Cowboy, of course, comes to mind. Now that rhymes with grindstone. So how do we put this together? You're not really related.
It's just coincidental.
Yeah.
That me and Glenn share the same last name. Now I actually heard somebody say Grindstone Cowboy but I thought they said Grindstone Cowboy. And that's when I stuck it in the back of my mind, and I always thought that would be a great name for a coffee shop. But it's just coincidence that we have the same last name.
Wow, excellent. Let's talk about you. You've kind of taken a hiatus in the last couple of years. You've stepped back, but now you're reconnecting with your vocals, your music and such, new singles, new albums. You've had 8 singles on the country chart?
Yep, I've had 8 songs that have charted with country music in the top 40. I've had a couple that have been top 15, which in the touring world, if you can consistently put out top 15 songs, you can tour. And I've had a few of those, and a couple of them have done really well.
Very good.
Which has allowed me to do what I love. You know, I heard years ago, Alan Jackson said one time, he said, if you can find a way to do what you love for a living, you'll never work again. Yeah. And that's just that's how I look at it. I'm blessed to be able to sing and make money doing it. I get paid to travel. I actually sing for free. Okay. I get paid to do all the traveling, which is sometimes not great, but I've been blessed. Yes.
We're going to roll it back, because you actually started your career, or didn't think it was going to be a career, but you started at a very early age of around 10, if my memory serves me correct in your bio. You were playing a piano at your mom's church.
Yeah, so that's where it all began. So we went to this small town church growing up, and I was just mesmerized by the piano itself. And my mama was a talker. You know, after the service was over, she'd always find some other ladies to chat it up with. And so what would I do to kill time is I would find myself at the piano, and I think she recognized that, and she went and bought one and brought it and had it put in the house, and I just could look at it, and it made sense to me, and I taught myself how to play.
Wow.
And even when I moved to Nashville, that's kind of how I got my foot in the door. I played instead of moving to Nashville saying, "Hey, I'm a singer," where's my record deal?
Right.
I introduced myself as a piano player, so I was able to pay my bills with music, but not be a singer, but just playing piano for other people for the first 4 or 5 years. So that's the piano is where it all began.
Yeah. And as you started to really get into music and such, growing up, listening to who was it that really got you to say, I'm going to do this? I'm going to do this.
Well, it was a collection of different people. I was a big Southern gospel fan growing up, and but when my brother got his driver's license, he was 4.5, almost 5 years older than me. So when he got his driver's license and he was driving us back and forth to school, that's when I got exposed to country music.
Yes.
And that's when I fell in love with Clint Black, and Tracy Lawrence, and Alan Jackson, Shenandoah, all that early '90s country music wave.
Oh yeah.
But if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Travis Tritt.
Travis Tritt. I was thinking about Travis Tritt.
Huge Travis Tritt fan. I mean, he was just great at everything: songwriting, music, musician, vocalist. I mean, he could sing rock, he could sing bluegrass, he could sing gospel, he could sing country.
That was probably my favorite era, Reba days, and Conway, and and George Strait. That's probably the early '90s, mid '90s country.
If you go in with Reba and George Strait and Conway, I would say that's probably mid to late '80s.
Right.
I caught the tail end of the '80s with when I was like really soaking it all in. But yeah, I feel like from like 1986, 87 to about 1996, 97 is probably the best country music of all time.
Right. Have you worked with any of those artists?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this last record that I put out back in February, the very first song out of the gate is a song called "Lot to Live Up To" that Travis Tritt is singing with me. So
Very good.
That was pretty cool.
What artists would you like to actually work with in the future? Oh my.
There's so many good ones.
Yes. Yes.
I would love to do a collaboration with, I think, like Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson's great. He's kind of a newer guy.
Okay.
Alan Jackson is just a big hero of mine. I feel like that'd be a fun duet, if you will.
Yeah.
Girl-wise, I've always been a big Leanne Womack fan.
Okay. Good.
I would say my wife, but we've already done a duet. So,
really?
Yeah, there's a duet on this record that just came out.
Okay. Very good. Tell me about Nashville. We'll talk about a little traveling in a minute, but Nashville itself, how difficult is it for an individual, an artist, to actually get inside the gate as far as an artist?
I don't think it's very difficult, like as far as, it's just the stars have to line up.
Yeah.
You can be super talented. I could sit here and run off just a list of people that I think are talented and deserve a shot, but they probably won't ever get it.
Oh my.
Because of just right place, right time, right person, right connection, right person with the big bank account.
Yeah.
And nowadays with social media, you gotta have that. You gotta have the right thing that's going to go viral.
Yes.
On either TikTok or Instagram or so it's, I don't want to say it's hard. It's just there's no formula to it. You just gotta do what you love.
Right.
And hopefully the stars line up and you get the right people that believe in you and can make decisions and move mountains, and there you go.
There you go. What's the favorite place you have traveled so far?
Well, we just got back from Belize. That was I had never been. That was pretty awesome. But you know what? When I'm going to assume you're talking about places to play.
Yes.
Yeah, I get asked that question a lot, and it's more like who's here. Like I could be here.
Yeah.
And if everybody's just super fired up, having a good time.
Yeah.
That means more to me than being in front of 10,000 people that don't care if I'm there or not.
Yeah.
It's just different rooms have different things that you love about it, and it's all about making that connection and having doing my job as an entertainer and seeing it well received.
Tonight you are performing at the Opry.
Yep.
On the Opry stage, is it your first time?
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm close to 100 appearances on the Opry. Yeah.
What's that like? It's got to be just You know.
It's great.
Yeah.
And every time you walk out on that stage, it's special.
Yeah.
But it is quick. Like
Yeah.
you only get to do, on the weekends, you only get to do 2 songs.
Okay.
Tonight I'm doing 3.
Okay.
But tonight's special just because it's a salute to the troops.
Yep.
So I'll do one of my songs is a song that I recorded with an organization here in Nashville called Creative Vets.
Okay.
Where they'll bring in a combat veteran and put them with 2 songwriters, and they'll basically write that veteran's story.
Okay.
And this particular song is a song called Rise Above, and the combat veteran will be at the opera tonight. He don't know we're singing.
Aw.
So
Yeah.
that's going to be a cool surprise. But yeah, I love playing the opera. It's special.
Yes, absolutely. Good luck on the Opry stage again tonight.
It's gonna be good.
What can we listen for right now? What's out with Craig Campbell?
So we just put out that first part of a double album.
Okay.
Came out in February. It's called The Lost Files,
Exhibit A.
So Exhibit B
Okay.
will come out in August.
Okay.
There'll be a total of 33 songs. So the first one had 16. This next one will have 17.
Wow.
Technically, it's only 16 new songs. One of the songs on Exhibit B is a song that was on Exhibit A, but it's an electric, an EDM version, if you will, like a disc, not disco, but electronic dance version.
All right. Yeah.
So which is a step away from me. Like I'm more of a traditional country singer.
Okay.
So when you hear this, you're just like, oh, I didn't expect that at all.
Okay.
But yeah, it comes out in August.
Okay.
Lost Files Exhibit B. And then I got some other things I'm working on. I got a new project called Class of '89, which we were just talking about that era of country music. I
Yes.
went in and I cut and recorded
Yeah.
a bunch of my favorite songs from there,
Okay.
from that era. So that comes out next year,
Okay.
along with some other stuff. So it
Wow.
was busy.
You are
Yeah.
very busy, very busy, and of course 2 lovely girls, Presley and Kenny Rose.
Yeah, they're here.
And they are here.
They were here
Okay,
earlier.
Okay.
They're
helping with
yeah.
Dad's.
Well, they're out of school now, so
Yeah,
they
that's right.
put
That's
them
right.
to work.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So you are a very busy person. Again, good luck on the Opry stage again tonight.
Yeah.
Local area performances. Do you actually?
Yeah, so
Get a
outside of
stage
the
here.
Opry, I play here. I play
Okay.
at Grindstone Cowboy. We
Okay.
have that stage right there.
All right.
We play here once a month, the first
Okay.
Tuesday of every
The first
month.
Tuesday.
This particular month of June, we won't play here because of it's CMA Fest.
Yes. Yes.
I have my cornhole tournament that day, which benefits colorectal cancer.
Right.
So that day's shot. So we'll
Right.
play the second Tuesday.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, we play here. I play here once a month.
Very good, very
Yeah.
good. Didn't really talk about the menu. I'm going to grab something in just a minute, but it's a tailored menu, I could say.
Yeah, so
Very nice.
I think we were talking about this earlier before we got on camera, but like the dream was to have a coffee shop that served food,
Uh-huh.
but then our menu kind of took off, so it quickly changed
Yeah.
to a restaurant that serves good coffee.
Yes.
We have a great little menu. It's not a big, long
Right,
menu, but we
right.
have some really, really nice items.
Yeah.
The chicken melt, the Reuben.
Yeah.
I just had a guy told me the Reuben here is as good as the one, he named a place up in Manhattan, New York City.
Oh my. Yeah.
Exactly. See, I'm not a Reuben guy, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our coffees are all named, our signature lattes are named after
Country
famous
music.
cowboys.
Yeah. And yeah.
We have smoothies, we have frappes, we do all of our pastries here in house. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is tailored. We over the past year we've found things that work really well. We've
There
tried
you
things
go.
that didn't work and
Yep.
took them off the menu.
There you go.
So yeah,
That's all you can do to know.
growing pains.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, Craig, thank you so much. Congratulations for the establishment as you just marked your first year.
First year,
here
yeah.
at Grindstone. So
That was a wild year.
Yeah.
But we did
yeah,
it.
you did it.
We
You're
did
over
it.
that.
Yeah.
So now it's smooth sailing. Hopefully,
That's it.
hopefully you will continue success right here. Look forward to seeing you on the performance nights here at
Yeah.
Grindstone. For
Yeah,
those
come
that
on.
really can't travel a long way, but congratulations and thank
Awesome.
you so much for sitting down and talking with
Thank
me
you. I
today.
appreciate it. Appreciate you
episode.
taking the time and letting me talk about myself for a
Absolutely.
little bit.
Next time we'll grab the guitar and we'll do a little entertaining. as
Okay,
we
I can do that.
End up the show. Thank
I can
you.
do that. I just happen to know where I can find a guitar.
There you go. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you.
Craig Campbell, of course, the owner right here at Grindstone Cowboy, Eagleville, Tennessee. Get over here. It's 115 North Main Street in Eagleville. That's another edition of Maryland and Company. Thank you for watching.